After 2 games, the Pacers and Cavaliers were all tied up at 1 apiece. And Game 3 is always a pivotal game that goes a long way towards deciding who will eventually win the series. And it looked like the Cavs were well on their way to crashing the Pacers' hopes of getting across the finish line. And one way they were doing it is by double-teaming Victor Oladipo as often as they could. And in the first half, it worked very well as the Cavs built a 17-point halftime lead, holding the Pacers to an anemic 40 points. The Cavs started by blasting the pick and roll. A hard double of Depot, the weak side guard sprints to the short roll, and Hill zones up the backside until Love can get down. But Turner allows a guy 5 inches shorter than him to deflect the pass into a turnover. This time, they don't hit Sabonis in the short roll, releasing pressure to Lance on the wing. What they missed was Thaddeus Young needed to stay home on that left block. Lance could have hit him for an easy shot inside. Instead, the skip pass takes long enough to allow the Cavs to recover nicely, and Young tries to muscle a righty hook over LeBron, which will rarely turn out well for him. They started to figure something out here by not hitting the roll man and getting into the wing, but again, this skip pass takes too long, allowing the defense to recover. Young is the guy who needs to post up on the left block, and with Oladipo basically giving up on the play by not moving, there's not a lot of options besides a mid-range jumper and then turnover on the bad pass. The one thing you don't want to do is bail the defense out when they get this far out of position, and even though Bogdanović was on fire, he could have gotten a better shot. Passing to the wing instead of the short roll was eventually going to work for them, and they finally got Collison there, a guy who's got the ability to put the ball on the ground quickly and get to the hoop, but he just can't finish the layup at that speed. They tried a dribble handoff for Oladipo to lure the double team out. Credit the defense for being disciplined in their spacing. With 3 offensive players in the weak side, it allows LeBron to step over and 2 guys can handle 3 so far from the ball until Love can get back in position. Now, the offense is battling the shot clock, and they even get a second double team of Depot in the corner, leaving him no choice but to toss a feeble pass for a desperation shot. There's one case where the Cavs won't double team Oladipo, and it's when LeBron guards him. It worked out okay in the first half as Oladipo fumbles the dribble, but does get it to a wide open Turner who's decent from back there, but can't hit. While it's clear the Pacers intend to isolate Oladipo on LeBron when they can, here's another drive where LeBron strips him and it ultimately goes out of bounds as a turnover. If you're wondering if the Pacers scored at all in the first half when they doubled Oladipo, they spread the floor with 3 flat along the baseline, got Collison on the wing with a rotating Korver, and this time he gets right to the basket on a nice hesitation move for a layup. And the one time they hit the short roll, it invites LeBron to double since Sabonis is much stronger than Hood, and Love is worried about Bogdanović in the corner, so he's not there to stop this pass to Young for the layup. I charted all the possessions where the Cavaliers tried to double team Oladipo either out of the pick and roll or just with him out top, and while it worked well in the first half, for the game, the Pacers scored a healthy 1.08 points per possession on 25 possessions. And this brings us to the second half, where the Pacers blew out the Cavaliers 52-33. On this pick and roll, they invite the double team at center court, and Sabonis can't wander out by the wing and allow 1 player to guard 2. However, Hood gets stuck out of position, and that leaves Bogdanović all by himself to knock down this 3-ball. So the Cavs got a little gun-shy and decided not to double Oladipo, and he catches the whole defense unready and gets right to the basket for 2 free throws. A minute later, they spread the floor, no double comes, and Kevin Love will never be a rim protector as Depot gets a layup right in front of his face. The next time down, J.R. Smith is clearly looking for the double. Korver doesn't want to off of Bogdanović, who was 4 for 6 from 3-point range at this point, but he does anyway, and in his recovery, almost tackles the dude into the front row, and he hits the 3. Big credit goes to Bogdan for maintaining incredible focus all the way through this shot. Again, they invite the trap out top on the pick and roll. Oladipo somehow gets the ball to the wing, and LeBron is late rotating to protect the rim. That said, Bogdanović gets a little tiptoey on this one, and somehow the refs missed the obvious travel. Of course, to win a playoff game involves good game planning, help from the refs, and a little luck. Now, I like what they do here by cutting Turner to the wing and bringing Thaddeus Young to the middle. But Young was way too slow getting there. Now the shot clock is down to 5, and Bogdanovic's new nickname is Bombdonovich, as he hits this crazy tough shot in JR's face for a much-needed 5-point lead. And this brings us to a key possession that was crucial to the outcome. The Cavs had plenty of time in the game to get a couple of stops, yet decide to trap Oladipo without anyone setting a ball screen for him. The simple pass to the wing, which forces slow-footed Kevin Love to rotate to Collison. LeBron guesses the pass is going to Turner, it's the wrong guess, and they get a layup and a 7-point lead. Of course, the Cavs weren't going to just lie down, as the Pacers play awesome defense for 15 seconds until LeBron makes the fans squirm in their seat. And I'm not really sure how he made this shot, seeing as though he was off balance and lacked rhythm on the release. The Cavs again double Oladipo out top in the middle of the floor, but the Pacers are caught out of position. All Collison needed to do was cut to the ball and they would have gotten an easy shot. He doesn't move, and they throw it to Turner in the corner. The shot clock is an extra defender, and they can't get a good shot off, giving the Cavs some life. Here's a crucial decision by Tyronn Lue that I don't agree with. He takes his last timeout here, knowing it's a 2-possession game and they are going to need another timeout if they have any hope of winning. It would have been easy for him to signal to get the ball to LeBron and just let him attack right to the hoop. At the very least, I'm guaranteeing you he would have gotten 2 free throws. Instead, they don't run much of an out-of-bounds play, and they're kinda lucky that the missed LeBron 3 finds itself in the corner in Love's hands, who splashes this 3. Now the fans at Bankers Life Fieldhouse are moist in their seats. The Cavaliers are too lax in their defensive coverage and allow Collison to run precious time off the clock before fouling. And it makes it even worse when Collison misses the second free throw, but they can't advance the ball to half court with a timeout to set up a game-tying or even game-winning shot. Instead, this JR desperation from 38 feet doesn't hit the rim. It's been a wild ride so far in this playoffs, and you can never bet against the LeBron team, but this is as dire a predicament for him as he's had in a long while. Game 4 is a must-win for the Cavs, and they had better hope Indiana doesn't figure out how to attack these Oladipo double teams better. Hint, get Collison or Lance cutting to the middle to attack the paint. And the other solution is to just have LeBron guard Oladipo one-on-one and not pull the defense so drastically out of position. We've got a chess match on our hands, sports fans, and the loser is the one playing checkers. Sports fans, make sure to hit the subscribe button and adjust your settings so you can get notified immediately when we drop another great NBA video. Let us know how you feel with a thumbs up and a comment. After all, at BBallBreakdown, we're not a channel, we're a conversation. You in?